Hey guys, it's Sarah here with New England Junk Journals. I'm on to do another thrift haul. This one specifically, all of these items came from the transfer station within the last, I'm going to say the last 3 weeks to a month. So I've been kind of collecting them for a while and I have way more than enough to do a video. So some of them, especially the ones over here that I'll show you, they had actually been saved by somebody who worked there. They were using the space to store some of the fun items that they'd found, but they redesigned everything and there was no space left anymore. They didn't have any space at their house, so these ones were offered to me by them, which I was way grateful for, because they're really cool. I'll show you some of them. I'll show you the ones that I have over here. And these ones I just found this past week. They were going through, and I know it has to be done, right? Because you really have to have a good circulation in the swap shop, because when the shelves fill up, then people don't feel like they can bring their books because there's no space for them. So they did do kind of like a purge of books that have been sitting there for several months that hadn't been moving. But I'd walked in the middle of it and it was really hard to see because they were just like, indiscriminately, ripping the book blocks out and separating them. I dug through as much as I could, but these actually they had set aside because somebody there had been like, we probably shouldn't destroy these. And I was very happy because I was able to find them. These are all antiques, and you can see this one says mounted on linen. This is a McLaughlin Brothers production. I know McLaughlin does a lot of reprints, and that's not the word, not reprint. Reproduction. That's the word I'm looking for. But this is a antique, an original. This one I have already scanned. This was, the date on this is December 25th, 05. So either 1905. Something. Yeah, all I could read was to baby. So, but this is so sweet. They're all crumbling, so I'm not sure, and they're a bit musty, to be honest. But the images are so cute. Like I said, I scanned this one, and I scanned the one out back here as much as I could. And then I still need to scan this one. But yeah, they're so sweet with these Victorian frames. Gorgeously painted. So I'll be able to print them off in a size that is going to be usable for me in my junk journaling. But yeah, really rough shape. They're all coming out of the cover. This one also, nope, I take it back. It's just a random number on the front with 25. It's Our Family Pets by W.B. Conkey Company, New York, Chicago. And this, again, it's like a cardstock or chipboard that's been mounted onto linen. So sweet. And look at these. So I'm excited to try to... I started scanning them, but you can see the words through the other side. So I'll probably have to do some editing of the background so I can get these nice images brighter, clearer, and without the words in the background. But those are super cool. And I mean, they were kind of printed off, as you can see. The words just kind of got cut off. This one is probably in the worst condition, I would say. I'll take this stitching out of the side, and then I'll see if there's a local copy shop that will scan these for me, because they're definitely wider than the bed of my printer. So, but they're really cute, guys. They're really cute. They're all this art by Louis Wayne, who I had never heard before, but they look like they're turn of the century. The style of the art and everything. This one's cracked here. I'm going to see if I can maybe, when I take it apart, if I can reattach that. This one's a school scene. Beware of cat traps. Look at his face. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And look, it says, "Won't mother be pleased?" This, I don't know if he's painting his mother, or like, I don't quite get the context, but it's funny. Cat antics. And this one on the bicycle. So that's really cute. It's got some pencil on the back. But it's published by the International Art Publishing Company. New York, London, Berlin. Yeah, so I'm really happy that they didn't get destroyed anyway. I'll see if there's some of it that I can scavenge. So I'll go, I think oldest first. So these were the books on the side. This cover, unfortunately, is quite damaged. You can see the wrinkling here. But, and it's Sink or Swim. Now, this is one of the Horatio Alger Jr. books, I believe. And let's see here. Was this the one I couldn't find the date? This is 1870, so it's at least 1870. But the paper is really nice. It's got somebody's notes in it too, all around the margins. Interesting. Look at this. For baby to be with love. So a little card. It's quite grimy. It's gonna have to get cleaned up. I'll see if I have like a little paper restoration eraser. It's like a putty that you can use to try to clean up fragile paper. But that's quite nice paper. It's got a great texture to it. With the inscription 1870 in here, it's definitely, I wouldn't call it rag paper for the, time period, but I don't know. It's really, really nice. It passes the twofold test, at least. So, and it's got, it's a good weight. But anyway, and I love the cover. So I'm going to clean this up. We'll see. Maybe it would make a really great grungy journal. And the next one is the pictographic history of the World's Fair. If my stomach starts growling, you have to forgive me, guys. Sometimes I don't even realize that I'm hungry until I start filming. 1893, the authentic edition. So this was cool. It's got a lot of interesting information, the whole guide to the Chicago World's Fair. All the different buildings and stuff that were featured. That's an interesting rabbit hole if you want to go down the World's Fair rabbit hole. A couple of four-leaf clovers. I didn't even know those were in there. Oh, those might make some interesting little slides. But yeah, lots and lots of interesting images in here. Well, I thought it was the Chicago World Fair. Then it said the World's Columbian Expedition. Oh yeah, I think that was the same thing. Columbian Exposition. Yeah. So interesting, and I absolutely love this. It needs to, again, it's got to get cleaned up. This cute little thing that was in there too, turtles as pets. Thought this was just an interesting little piece of ephemera. This is Gospel in Chart and Sermon. I really like the cover of this. It's got some awesome embossing and stuff on it. And these beautiful end papers that I do plan on scanning. I'm working on a end paper digital, mainly for myself, but if it's nice, I may end up sharing it if it comes out well. A bunch of different signatures in here. 1897. But it's a lot of different religious doctrine. I haven't looked into it really, but I thought it was interesting. Okay, pardon if you can hear my birds. They like to be loud. The Insider's Guide to Old Books, Magazines, Newspapers, and Trade Catalogs. Now, this isn't like old. It's like 1995. But if I remember right, there was some images in here. If I can find them. Now it's just, it seems to be mostly text. Come on, book, don't make me a liar. I'm pretty sure that's why I picked it up, was because it had some interesting images. Oh, well, that's not much. I'm probably just, there's one. Mark Twain. Oh, maybe there toward the back. Oh yeah, here we go. So there's just some little black and white images here that I thought were unique. This thing of bathing suits. Yep. So I'll find some fussy cutting in here. That'd be nice. Let's see. I'm gonna have to make a little pile over here. this one, which is ginormous, but it is the Magazine of Art. It's a very fragile 1892. Love to scan that. Let me move that because I don't want to accidentally break it in half. But it has quite a lot of art in here. There were a lot of these plates. Like, that's beautiful. One's titled Autumn Twilight. That one's nice. Yeah, there was a lot of different, like a wide variety of art in here. Portrait of a lady. Lots of fun images to scan. Ooh, look at that lace. Those are really cool. Some appliques. These were interesting. The 6 Days of Creation. They had a bunch of these different ones. I thought they were really neat. Oh, let me tuck this back in here until I can get it scanned. And then this, this was really cool. This is a Portland Directory from 1950. It's got beautiful advertising down the spine and on the front cover and on the back cover. And all inside. I loved this. So, and then it's got these awesome fabric tabs on some of the sections. But I thought this is amazing collage fodder right here. Lots of cool companies and different fonts and styles. It's cool to look through and see like what companies have survived since 1950. So there's that, and then there's all these different colorful pages. We've got pink and yellow, like bright yellow, and these are like very smooth and shiny pages. And then you've got this matte kind of washed out yellow color. So yeah, I thought that was a really neat, cool piece of history and a lot of awesome images. So yeah, very, very, very cool. Okay, that's not gonna go anywhere. Let's do this one first. I find a lot of like incomplete stuff. Like this was a Bonnie book, but I just found the back cover. Thought maybe I could use that for some decor, maybe in a shadow box. Then I found a bunch of these book wrappers, dust jackets. So use that in collage, or not quite exactly sure, but they were very, very dusty. I cleaned them up as best I could. The books that these came from were way beyond being saved. the books themselves were really water damaged and the covers were extremely warped. So I was pretty sad about that, but I figured if I could at least save the dust jackets. Look at that one. Nancy Dale, Army Nurse. These are really cool. This one, Louisa May Alcott. It was just this sealed up envelope. I'll have to, you know, slice a side of it if I want to use it as a pocket or an envelope or something. But I thought that was interesting. This was definitely a vintage Lane Bryant envelope. They had the ice cream cookbook, which had this sweet cover and really cool sketched images in here. So you've got your recipes on this cute pink paper. And then like lots of imagery on here too. That is so cool. Very vintage. Another book that I had gotten, this is still really dusty, but a very small format Sears and Roebuck reproduction catalog. Those are always cool though to cut images out of. The paper's pretty thin, so if you're going to use them as like little like paper dolls, probably back them on something. But I mean, you could just cut them out and use them in collage too. That's cool. This one was The Mulberry Bush, a Rand McNally Start Right book. This one was nice because it was still in great condition, or in good condition, I should say. I mean, the pages are falling out, but they're still usable. They're still really, really nice. Some of them were just beyond. Here was some music. Didn't even have the cover with it, just the insert. This, a great old grungy cover. It says Rufus and Rose, maybe? Can't remember. Yeah, Rose. Rufus and Rose. It's another one in the Horatio Alger Jr. kind of series. Nope, no date. Oh, no, I'm wrong. 1870. So this is definitely, this is brittle paper. If I fold that, that's going to crack. But it's beautifully foxed. Has some interesting plates. Not sure how many of them are good. And the cover, of course. I mean, it's still hanging on by a thread. But that's a really cool grungy cover. A little first little golden book. Fussy Cutting Joy right there. How Big Are You? Which I don't have this one in my collection. That one's sweet. That one is 1993 on that one. Couple little corduroy flip books. So you've got one story on this side and one story on this side. But the illustrations are just too cute. So this one is The Women of Shakespeare's Family. It's a soft leather cover that is falling right apart. This copyright, I think, is 1805, but I know this can't be that old. So they didn't put the reprint date on it for some reason. And it's just interesting for some Shakespearean history. Has a couple of pictures in here, but I think I'm just gonna read it. So it's literally falling right apart. Telltale book, Tony on the Farm. Love those colors. Those are really cool. Oh, guys, stay tuned to the end, though. I found something really, for me, really unexpected. I did not expect to find this at the transfer station. And I was super excited, and I think you guys will be too when you see it. But this one's a little musty. This one's gonna have to go in timeout for a while. This one's Bordering. 1981. I probably have like 4 of these at this point, but I can't. This is the first one I've had with this specific color cover, which I don't think I'll be able to use because it's warped, but it's really cute. The inside, the guts of a Raggedy Ann and Andy book. Which one is this? The tag-along present. Stuff that's probably going to go in my book page packs that are both on Etsy and the Maker's Market. This one is the inside of the Boat book, a golden shaped book. Super cute. I love that. Georgie and the Noisy Ghost. This one, I have this. I know I have this somewhere. I probably have another copy of it somewhere too. But so I didn't need the whole thing. I wanted the cover and I wanted the inside pictures that are super cute. So since it was in there anyway, I just took the pictures that I wanted and the cover. I've got all kinds of book dust over here. And then this one, I love this cover. I think this is so cute, In My Mother's Garden. And it's not old that I know of. It's just 92. First printing, 92. But it's got such cute images in here. Look at that. Really cute. All right, last pile over here. This is one of those books that they had just ripped the book block out of. But I loved this cover. It makes such a cute little Americana journal. So I fished this out. This, The ABCs of Food Freezing by Ben-Hur brand. I think brand. And second edition, copyright 1953. So it's got cute little images. Love the mid-century vibe. I like the font choice that they used here on the side. Yeah, that'll be fun to make ephemera out of for sure. They had this game, and I'm mostly just interested in the cards. These cute little probe cards here, and they've got the different colors with the letters on them. So I'll probably save the cards and the rest will go back. A few more children's books here. Definitely vintage. $1979. But it's got some fun little illustrations in it. So fun to use. This is a board book. I'm trying to remember. Oh, I got it because it was just so cute. This is a golden board book printed in Japan. I don't see a year on it though, unless it's on the front. Nope. But it's cute. Even if I take these out and make them into decor, they're really sweet. This one is another, it's a deluxe golden book. I've had a couple of deluxe golden books. It's quite old. It's from the 60s. Third printing, 1966. This, I think, is probably just going to go up for sale. It's an interesting golden book. This one, oh, I was so upset that there was pen on here, some pen marks in red. I'll see if a magic eraser will get those off, but I don't know. But I thought this was super cute. I don't have a ton of Disney stuff. I don't really collect Disney stuff, but I thought this would make a really good Americana journal as well. I've got a few more golden books here. Oh, this one, I mean, you can tell right from that and the style that this is quite old. It's a D printing. I mean, and it's worn. It's quite worn, but oh, I guess there is a little bit of marking in here too. I was going to say it's in pretty good condition other than the wear. Yeah, I don't know. It looks pretty good. But there, again, there's some little marks around. It's super sweet. Jingle Bell Jack. This is a Miss Frances book. And, you know, it's seen better days too. It's got some pen marks in it. But there's enough cuteness here to use in journal making. And the story is of her making this yo-yo, this little yo-yo clown. It's cute. This one is old, but not too old, I don't think. It's 1950. 74. Oh, duh. See, here I am looking at the Roman numerals, and I could just read it right here. 1979. Second printing. Really cute, though. I always love these little, like, first words books. And then this one. This is a newer one. Printing of the classics. Make a cute Father's Day journal. And then I did get this Mother Goose Rhymes. Again, like, I don't purposefully pick up Disney stuff, but sometimes I do find them and they're really cute. This one, oh my gosh. This one is so cute. And I was so surprised to find it there, but it's a Cecily Mary Barker Flower Fairies book. And this is like, I think the complete book. So it's the whole collection of these adorable fairies. I have a few smaller books of just, you know, like the spring or the fall, but this one has all of them. And they are so sweet. These are going to make awesome fairy journals, or even, I mean, just sprinkled throughout some like nature books or gardening books or anything that has to do with the seasons or with plants. I can see these like everywhere. So, so cool. This was a vintage looking, I'm pretty sure it's a vintage, Christmas dot book. The first few pages are missing, so I don't have a publication date. But that's okay. These are really cool. I think they're going to make great inserts into some journals. The Tale of Peter Rabbit. So looked very old. Doesn't have a publication date that I can see. But it's really cute. It's just some nice classic illustrations. This, Our Old Nursery Rhymes. So I found the cover and the pages completely separate in the bin. And the copyright is 1911. But it is so, so sweet. Now, these pages I think are going to have to be scanned to be useful because they are fragile. But they have these beautiful illustrations associated with these nursery rhyme songs. They're so cool. You can tell, like, especially on this one, I think you can see that it's been double printed or the calibration wasn't 100%. This one looks good, but some of them do look like they're like foggy or out of focus. And some of them just look pretty awesome. But yeah, there's quite a bit here. Printed by Edmund Evans Limited, Rose Place, Globe Road, London. Yeah, it's another one of those things. My scanner is going to be busy, busy, busy. I want to get some of these kind of like cataloged, if you will, before I start to use them. This is like a linen book, Happy Days, by P.F. Voland Company. 1923. So this is now an antique as well. But they're like linen inside, but they've been coated with whatever they coat them with. I'm not sure to print on. But this one's super sweet. Yeah, one of the Volan cloth books. Almost lastly, this is the last book before I show you the other last item that I was so surprised to find, and it's A Child's Garden of Verses by Robert Louis Stevenson. This is the photo illustration version, and it's photo illustrated by Tony Frizzell. And I don't think I've ever seen one like this, like not regular illustrations. Copyright 1944. But look at these cool photos. Love this one. Oh, they're a little bit... Can you hear that? They're like pulling apart. So I thought this was really cool. I have never seen this version of a Child's Garden of Verses before. Got great black and white photos in here. I'll have to look and see if this is, if they renewed the copyright on this. Always check and see, because during certain years, if they did not renew the copyright, then even though they're not 100 years old, some of them are still in the public domain. But you have to check in each case. Yeah, okay. Awesome book. Last item. Last item. Oh my goodness, it's big. Someone had a wedding dress. Look at these beautiful appliques. Somebody had a wedding dress hanging up there, just at the swap shop. And it has some staining on the back. I don't think it's something that anybody would pick up and then rewear, or else I probably would have left it there. It does have some like old stains and age spots. Look at these beautiful appliques and gorgeous lace. The whole wedding dress. Let me show you the train. It has these all down the edge. Oh, and this, and these. And it just keeps going. That one looks like it got snagged by something. But yeah, there is a ton of lace here and beautiful appliques. So I'm going to spend some time in the evenings going through and picking out all of the sewing to free up all this beautiful lace. Oh my gosh, I can't even. It's too much. I was shocked. So we'll see how much lace I end up with, how many appliques. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the staining in the back here along the collar. But that is all I have for you today. And it was a lot. I know it was a lot. Thank you guys who... those of you who have stuck with me through all 40 something minutes of this, thank you. Thank you so much. And I'll be back doing haul videos. I'll be back doing crafting, showing some journals. I'm really having so much fun this summer, broadening my horizons and trying some different things. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying that and coming along for the ride. Yeah, as always, I'll see you next week, and God bless you.